welcome to the all-new JGB Superstars Episode 12. We're on the first match, JJ. We'll talk more about the show in a little bit, but this is where we're just going to do the watch-alongs, right? No more watching the show, which is kind of good, actually, because I didn't actually like this show particularly. I already watched it, just out of interest. And I think you picked last week, right? You picked Finlay? Mm. So, match one.
Yeah.
Dolph Ziggler versus Finlay from the December 10th, 2009 show. So we're going to do the watch along for that, and then I've picked out two more matches for you to watch that I think might be interesting. One of them doesn't actually involve Dave Finlay as well either, so that might be a little interesting for you.
Just Hornswoggle?
And the other one, I thought you already knew a lot about Hornswoggle, so I didn't actually pick Hornswoggle. I thought about it, but I was like, no, I got something. And also, I think, although we're looking at an old show, I thought it might be good to look at a fairly new match as well. So we know that he retired. I think we looked it up. I think it was like 2014. So we know that he doesn't wrestle anymore. The first watch along I've got for you is a very old Finlay match. When he was Fit Finlay, when he was in England. So that one's about 35 years old, something like that. So you might not even recognise Finlay, to be honest. Like, when I first saw Finlay like this, I didn't even know it was the same person, to be honest. So I was like, is that him? Because he has a moustache when I saw him, when he was younger. So, alright, they're locking up in the middle of the ring. This seems like kind of a mismatch, to be honest. I would have thought Dolph Ziggler would have been a much bigger character than Finlay at this point, but...
I'm surprised he's wrestling at 60.
He may wrestle for a long time, yeah. I can say he wrestled when I was Mason's age, and yeah, he was still wrestling when Mason was born, so, yep. It's also kind of... What would you consider... I consider Dolph Ziggler a heel, right?
Yeah.
What do you consider Finlay?
Face.
Considering a face? I would certainly think so in this match, and when I saw him on WWE, he wasn't when I used to watch him. He used to be a heel all the time.
Why?
So, when I first... Why? Well, that's just what he was like.
I guess the owner might make him
I guess
heel or a face.
Yeah. I actually saw one other match that I nearly showed to you. I watched it because I was interested in it. You know William Regal, right?
Yeah.
He used to be Steven Regal, and actually he wrestled Finlay in WCW. I think it was like 1994. So that was kind of halfway between when I used to watch him and then when you've seen some of his matches with like Swoggle and people like that. So that was kind of an interesting one to see. They're both good technical wrestlers, so... But I didn't put that one in. I don't want to keep it. I don't want to get too long. Our last episode was too long, GJ. It was like an hour and 10 minutes. I think that's too long. I think 30, 40 minutes is just fine for us.
An hour's fine.
No.
Like the hour watch on we did on the first episode.
Well, that was different. I think that was okay, but I don't think every
No, that was
episode...
actually perfect.
That was good. I enjoyed watching that, so that was fine.
So we're doing our watch-alongs?
No, we're not doing our watch-alongs. It just happened that one was.
Our watch-alongs.
Why does that say high DWE? Did they spell WWE wrong? I don't know. Alright, Ziggler just got a rope break, and Finlay's got him in. I don't know. He's kind of a weird lock right now. He's doing some technical wrestling, that's for sure. He's going for a pin, but he didn't even get a pin of one at that point.
Yeah.
He went for it way too early. Oh, nice uppercut. Dolph's holding his, I think he got him in the nose. Clothesline, and he's on the ground.
It must be hard for Finlay to act.
Why do you say that?
Because he's very old.
It also means he's experienced, though. He's been wrestling for, like, at least 25 years at this point.
30.
Probably, yeah, I'm going to say, I'm sure he wrestled before, but he's been wrestling on TV for 25 years at this point, so... And possibly even longer. Oh, Finlay's on the outside. Alright, we're going to see a dive from... Nope. Oh, now, when I saw this... Now, I've seen Bailey do this. Like, he tried to dive, and Finlay pulled out the apron, and he fell down in between it. And then he was trapped, right? And so he just kept hitting him on the back. Yeah. They said on commentary they'd never seen this before. So I'm wondering if that's like a Finlay original move. Like, I've seen people do it since. I've seen people do it on the indies as well, but I didn't realise it was a Finlay original. But yeah, the commentary team was going crazy. That's kind of why I watched this one first, because I wanted to see if they actually said anything. I didn't write any notes for this, though. Good. You said you weren't doing it with notes, so I was like, all right, I'll just do it from what I can remember. Graduates of Stryker University. I'm going to guess that's reference to the commentator, Matt Stryker.
Yeah.
There is a university with a similar name to that as well. All right, Dolph's trying to go for his arm now. He just slammed it over the ropes, and now he's stomping on it. So this is kind of the main part of the story right here. Dolph's going to go for Finlay's arm whenever he gets the chance. Quick kick out.
We're technically just reading signs when we see it.
I like reading the signs. I like to see
I
what
saw
they
one
have.
that said something down.
SmackDown?
No. It started with, it was like something, it was like tech down or something.
Oh, I don't know.
And then like a big arrow pointing down.
Oh gosh, I don't know what that would have been. Oh, that's an easy sign for you to read. AJ. Must be a big fan of AJ Styles, right?
Or AJ Lee.
Not it. Oh, you got it. Actually, it is. It's AJ Lee. I was going to say AJ Styles wasn't in WWE at that time. I forgot about AJ Lee. Yep. I never really got to see her wrestle at all. She wasn't wrestling when I was watching. I think I've only seen 2 of her matches, but they were both really good, though. Oh, that kind of injured both of them. Finlay was about to go into the post, but he put his foot up on to stop himself, then turned around, and he kind of, I think they clashed heads. Mm-hmm. Although Finlay, I don't know. Unless the top of his head caught Ziggler, I can't tell. All right, we're on a commercial, so I guess this is where we pause it, right, JJ?
His name is John.
And we are back. So, what was the commercial, JJ?
It was about the Sheamus and John Cena match.
So we got TLC coming up after this Superstars. So what we just talked about then while we were watching the commercial is next week we'll take a break from JGB from Superstars and we'll look at the pay-per-view event. So you want to watch the Sheamus John Cena, which I think is fine. So I suggested the watch along for next week then is Sheamus, right? So I guess if you're listening to this and you got any recommendations, I guess they could email you, right, JJ? Well, probably not email you, send you a message on Twitter. All right, and then we'll know if ever our fans are listening, if they have a Sheamus match they want to recommend to us. I think that would be a good idea. All right, at this point, Dolph Ziggler's definitely in control now after that break. He was working on the neck that time, but I know he's going to go back to the arm as well, I think.
We should...
Straight on the arm.
I think we should make all the fans give us recommendations.
Uh-huh. Like, when Matt gave us 3, I put it up as a poll, and the one they picked was really good.
Which one?
I can't remember which one it was now. It was, what was it, the Mark Henry one, wasn't it? Mm-hmm. Yeah, we put that one up. I enjoyed that one, so yeah. Perhaps if we got people who know. All right. Well, perhaps, I could look up then, perhaps.
And we should pick out, look for the top 3 highest, and then recommendation.
Watch those.
Yeah, and then whichever
one.
Well,
TLC match is probably going to be long.
On a poll would get that match. I think that's a good idea.
Finlay's in charge. 1, 2, we'll kick out. Well, I could put it out as a tweet then. All right, we're going to be watching Sheamus next week. Yeah. What recommendations do you have? And then if I see repeated ones, or if it's not obvious, I can always put up a little poll and then see what we do. Yeah, we got quite a few people who helped us with that. The top 3 ones, though. Okay. Well, the TLC match is going to be long, so I only think you're going to need 2 more. Another kick out at 2 from Ziggler. He's still holding his wrist at this point, so you can tell that, he just missed him. He went for the post. That zigzag, I think, right there, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That should be it then. 1, 2, 3. And that is all she wrote.
It's not wrote. It's all he said.
No, it's not. All right, now, while you're watching...
Man tells him what to do.
While you're watching the end then, JJ, I'm going to talk about this episode then. So this was show 35 from the Toyota Center. We already talked about match 1. There was no Ask the Divas this week. This episode was terrible for that reason. They had a tag team match, the Hart Dynasty, David Hart Smith and Tyson Kidd. With Natalia defeated Jimmy Wang Yang and the Slam Master Jay.
No, it's Jimmy Yang.
Natalia interfered and slammed Slam Master Jay, and then they managed to get the pin. And the main event, Jack Swagger defeated MVP, with Swagger getting the pin. The show was rated 6.43, which was actually the second highest. The only show that was higher, Jay, was the first episode we ever watched. So that was a little bit higher. All right, do you want to try and guess some ratings? All right, from the Hart Dynasty then, who has the highest rating of those people in the Hart Dynasty?
It's either Natalia or
All right, I'll let you off the hook. Well spotted. It was Natalia. David Hart Smith 6.35, Tyson Kidd 7.4, Natalia 8.2.
Tyson Kidd or Natalia.
All right, what do you think for Jimmy Wang Yang? What do you think his rating is?
Yang. 6.
6.98. See, he's good. We need to do a Jimmy Wang Yang watch along at some point. Slam Master J only 4.87. All right.
His actual name is Jimmy Yang.
All right, we got it. All right, who's the highest rating between Jack Swagger and MVP?
MVP.
It is. I didn't think it would have been. I thought it would have been Jack Swagger, to be honest. Jack Swagger 7.07, and Montel Vontavious Porter is 7.83. And actually, as we're talking, MVP is actually cutting a promo right now as well.
I can see an Egyptian tattoo on him.
Oh, you can. Oh, yeah. You got the Tutankhamun thing on him. All right, let's get to our first match then, which is Finlay versus Danny Boy Collins. All right, Jay, so this is the old one then. This is from World of Sport. We got Fit Finlay. You said who's that with him? That's Princess Paula. That's his wife with the headdress. She often gets involved in matches as well. I think that's his manager as well. Against Danny Collins. I knew him as Danny Boy Collins. I think it said he was only 17 in this match. And they already said, why on earth would Dale Martin Productions book this match when it's he's 17, he's a catchweight, and obviously Dave Finlay's... You can see Dave Finlay's bigger, right? You can see he's stockier. He's a lot heavier. So they were asking why they would do that. And he's also kind of experienced, a lot more experienced as well. Do you want to describe the arena? Because you already talked about how it looks very different.
It looks small.
I think it might be it kind of looks like a school assembly hall, to be honest. Because I can see some people on a stage. So it kind of reminds me of where we do assemblies when I was in high school when I was younger. So yeah, it's not very big at all. Once the ring's in there, they got a few people either side. It kind of reminds me of an indie event, to be honest. Even though this is on television. This actually says in the corner ESPN Classic. If you can get British wrestling on ESPN Classic, I might have to take a look at that, to be honest. Alright, he's jumping on his arm right now. Right now, Finlay's in control. Do you see all the shamrocks on him, JJ?
Yeah.
So he's actually known as the Belfast Bruiser as well at one point. We just had St. Patrick's Day this week as well, so it's... I didn't think about it.
St. Paddy's Day?
St. Paddy's Day. I didn't even think about it at the time. That's perfect to pick Finlay on the week that it was St. Patrick's Day. That was not the reason we picked him at all.
It's my friend's birthday.
Oh, today?
Yeah.
Was your friend named Fit Finlay?
No.
Oh.
And also invited me to his party.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Cool. I didn't think we were having birthday parties right now. Okay. Is it a drive-by party?
No.
Oh, it's a real party?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I guess lots of people going?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I guess you won't be going.
There's only 3 people in my class that I know he invited.
Okay. So it's people probably who are just in your class right now. All right, Dan, we didn't talk about Danny Boy Collins. He's in his yellow trunks. This made me feel really old. I looked up Danny Boy Collins. He's 54 years old now. I was like, oh my gosh. He's certainly not a boy anymore, that's for sure.
Yeah.
All right, we got lots of technical wrestling going on. He's got him in a headlock, and he's trying to twist
called Danny.
You see his mustache now? He looks totally different, right? He's got long hair, long flowing. You can see why I didn't recognize him, right?
It kind of reminds me of Hulk Hogan a bit.
With the long hair, I can see that, and the mustache as well. Yeah, I can see why you'd say that. Yeah.
I saw part of his debuting match.
Hulk Hogan?
Yeah.
Who did he? I saw that when I was looking for this.
He was very big and threw his opponent around the ring.
Yeah, he was definitely an intimidating figure, that's for sure. Oh my gosh, when they hit the posts, do you notice how much of the ring shakes? Like, that looks a lot more violent. Also, can you see on the turnbuckles, it goes like all the way down instead of just having individual turnbuckles? And you can see on the side there, it says that Dale Martin. That's the name of the production. They also mentioned the name of the commentator as well for this, Kent Walton, because you read it from the screen. I was like, that's my... I always list that when people say, who's your favourite commentator? I always mention Kent Walton. Because I remembered him when I grew up. He was the first one I listened to. I thought he was really good. Now, the other thing you might not have heard, though, in the intro, JJ, look, they're stopping. Why are they stopping? He's getting a drink.
Yeah.
It's like boxing. They said it's 8 rounds. It's 8 3-minute rounds. So you have 3 minutes and you get like a timeout where you get to kind of wipe the sweat off, get a little drink. You can talk tactics if you want to. And also, this isn't for one fall. Like almost everything on WWE is one fall. Two falls, yeah. Or 2 submissions or whatever. But yeah, all right. And then we got the sign on the bottom, round 2. So yeah, this is very different as well from... And I know the British wrestlers don't really like the American wrestling at that time, whereas I actually watched an interview with Giant Haystack, so I know you've heard of. He was on British TV after they stopped showing it, and yeah, he was...
Big Daddy Haystack.
See, he kissed his wife, Princess Paula. that all normally stops him from starting the match. Like, Danny Collins is waiting for him, and he just went and kissed Princess Paula instead. Sometimes he'll get taken out when that happens. Jeez, those postings look brutal in this. Yeah, you saw Danny Boy Collins holding his back in between matches as well. All right, looks like he's getting ready for a suplex.
Yeah, back then, it was actually, like, real touching and stuff. Like, real violence. And then they changed it to non-real violence.
It looks a lot more. This is still kayfabe. They're still pretending right here. But I know there was one commentator in England who asked one of the wrestlers, "He's like, it's all fake, right? It doesn't hurt." And he put him in a headlock, and he like choked him out. And basically, it was like, "Okay, it hurts, and then he let him go. So it still hurts, but they're not trying to do it deliberately, and they're trying to minimize it as much as they can. The other one you won't notice is because we don't have the sound on. Do you see the referee counting? As soon as he goes down, 1, 2, 3, and they're counting at real speed. Like the WWE count at that speed, 1, 2, 3. It's like 1.
No, it's like
big gap. 2. I think I timed it once. The count to 10 is like a count to 30 in real life. But these guys, they don't get a rest. Like the match we just watched with Finlay, like he was on the ground for like 10 seconds. That would have been a loss. If you're on the ground for 10 seconds, that's it. Oh, he went for a drop kick, but he missed it. And Finlay tried to jump on him from the top ropes. All right, Danny Boy Collins is up to the top rope now as well. He's going for it. Oh, cross body press. Nice. 1, 2. Oh, I thought that was going to be the first fall. Do you like how the refs are all dressed up smart as well? He's got like a bow tie on, a white shirt, dress pants.
Finlay just reminded me of Jake the Snake Roberts.
That I would agree with as well, with that hair. Yeah, I agree. I can definitely see that in the mustache. Oh, yeah, you're right, JJ. I never really thought, because I didn't know who Jake the Snake was at that time when I was watching it, so I wouldn't have made that connection, but I could definitely see that as well. Yep. All right, he's going to some sort of choke, some sort of neck hold. Oh, he's going to throw him across the ropes. I don't know, but to me, the ring looks smaller as well.
Yeah.
Like, when they throw them from one side to the other, it looks like they get back to them much quicker as well.
Yeah.
I'm not sure the size of them.
that clip where Jake the Snake Roberts just lets out a cobra?
I think he's done that several times, but yeah.
On Macho Man?
Macho Man doesn't like snakes, does he?
No. Especially with it being the longest venomous snake. Well. I saw him getting loaded onto a hospital thingy.
The other one, I don't know if they do them in this match. You know, like after you have to break for the rope counts after 5 or whatever. If you don't follow the instructions repeated in this, you get a public warning. It's like a yellow card. And if you get a second public warning, then you get disqualified. So it's kind of like a red card. Because the heels normally get like 1 of them, and then afterwards they normally stay away. Alright, I guess it must have been the 3 minutes, because he's talking to Princess Paula right now. He's pointing at his muscles. I've seen Princess Paula hit Dave Finlay as well when she wasn't happy with him.
Why?
And I don't know, I couldn't remember. We tried to, before we started this, I watched a compilation of like short clips of like his best moments, and that had one of them with Princess Paula hitting him. And it also showed you one where where one of the wrestlers pushed Finlay into Princess Paula by accident. So she got injured that way, and it was good. Oh, that's a big body drop. Flipped him up into there. That was like Ric Flair-esque. He got some serious height on that.
Kane?
I wish we could... The video was a little blurry. I wish we could see into the crowd, JJ, so you could see who the...
It's kind of like Kane, but with this choke slam.
Kind of look, see if you can see the people in the crowd. It's very different from the WWE audience right now.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how much you can see with it being so blurry, but the audience is definitely older. Mm-hmm. I just saw a guy with a suit and tie sat in the front row. Like, I know this is the 80s, but you wouldn't see that at Look, all those people there, they're all wearing ties.
Yeah.
All the guys are all wearing ties. You would often see very old women on the front as well. There you go. I can see somebody who looks like a grandma in there. And they'd have like their bags out. And if the wrestlers came out, they'd hit them with their bags. And the old women always used to be the ones that used to be the loudest in there. Oh, foot to the face.
Why?
Why did the old women? I guess they just enjoyed it. I guess they liked yelling at the heels. We didn't used to call them heels at that time. It just used to be the bad guys. Uh-oh. I think we're going to get a tombstone, JJ. I think this could be the first one. That should be it. Actually, he's not even going to pin him. Look. He's not even going to pin him. Why? Because he's not getting up from that in 10 seconds. There's no way.
Yeah.
Dave has to stand up or else he's going to get counted out as well. All right. That was it. That was the first fall as far as I could tell. And then that would count as the end of the round, though. So he'd get however many seconds until... Oh, that stopped. I guess they just... Oh, perhaps that wasn't the whole video then. Perhaps that just showed one of the falls. All right, what do you think about old-style wrestling? Is that something you'd like to see a little bit more of sometimes? Not all the time, but...
Yes.
Occasionally?
And next time, to do Finlay and Doink, the clown.
Oh, we can do Finlay versus Doink now if you want to do that. Alright, we found the clip then, JJ. Fit Finlay versus Doink.
It's in a different language.
Yeah, it is. I don't know what it is. The commentary team I don't recognise. The interviewer, Fit Finlay, came on and he said... Actually, I think the quote is actually on the YouTube description here. Just watch what I do with this WWF clown. Now, you said Doink looks different, right? So, how is Doink different, would you say, then? I've only seen Doink a couple of times before. So...
I didn't say that.
You said he looked different. Okay. This is definitely an older video for a couple of reasons. One, he's wrestling against somebody who's in WWF. So I know that this is probably 90s now. And also, you can tell he looks a little older as well.
Yeah.
Has he still got his moustache? I can't quite see from this angle. But he's definitely looking... Actually, yeah, he's got a little bit of grey in his hair, I think, there. But he's definitely looking a little bit older at this point. So I'm going to guess he's in his 30s at this. I'm not saying he's old, but he's definitely
20s.
I think he was 20s in that first match that we saw.
No, he said 17.
No, that was his opponent. That was his opponent. Danny Boy Collins was 17. So I think Finlay was I think Fit Finlay was in his 20s in that match, but I think he's in his 30s at this one and probably late 30s, I'm guessing. But I'm not sure. You picked quite a long match for this one as well. This is 13 minutes. I haven't watched this, so I have no idea if this is a good match or a bad match.
Well, it's not a long match because we watched that 1 hour match.
Well, relative to that, it's not long, that's for sure. Well, I know one thing I can possibly look up then. Actually, I was going to say, I could look up on Cage Match what it was actually rated, but this might be one. I don't know if this is shown on TV or not. I'm not sure if this is like a house show. One thing straight away, look at the size of the ring, JJ.
Yeah.
It's huge in comparison to that ring that we just saw.
Yeah.
They still have the same posts. I know the turnbuckles that kind of go all the way down.
Mhm.
All right, Finlay's in control right now. Oh, Doink managed to sneak through his legs, and Finlay looks a little embarrassed by it. I like Doink's outfit though. Doink's wearing a tie actually. Haven't you said on the last one? Or it's a picture of a tie, isn't it?
Mhm. Imagine if he had one of those squirty things, the squirty flowers.
The squirty flower, that would be funny. I'm going to guess at some point he probably did. It is entertainment after all, so...
Yeah.
Cage Match is not loading for some reason, so I'm not sure. I'm hoping the internet hasn't gone, otherwise this match is going to cut out in a minute. I'm not too worried about that side. I like his uniform. I like the blue on it with the stars. It kind of looks like an American flag. It's got some red on there. It's got some yellow.
Orange.
Is his hair green? I don't know why I'm trying to do the colours, but...
It's green.
Yeah, he's got green. He looks very bright. He definitely... That would be really appealing to people in the crowd. And Finlay's in the... He's in green as well, but he doesn't have the shamrocks on anymore. I don't recognise the arm things. I don't think he had those on last time. You see the arm elbow protectors?
Yeah, he didn't have them.
Yeah, he didn't have those last time either when we saw him. But besides that, his outfit's kind of similar. It's just a different pattern. Nice leg drop. Yeah, Finlay's a really good technical wrestler. One of the other videos we did see, JJ, while we were looking was... It said that the Divas... watch the Divas get trained by Fit Finlay. So we know that he's a trainer as well. Now, what I didn't tell you, and probably now is probably about the right time to tell you, is I told you that he wasn't going to be in the last match, right? And you were kind of like, well, why if we didn't? Fit Finlay's dad was also a wrestler, actually. And I looked to see if I could find one of his matches, but I'm guessing they probably didn't record them on TV at that time. Probably too early.
30s?
But
40s?
Dave Finlay's son, David Finlay, is a wrestler as well. And he actually wrestled this weekend. He used to wrestle, I think actually he might still do. He used to wrestle for New Japan Pro Wrestling, which I know we don't watch, but I know you've heard of it. That I'm not sure. I think he's been wrestling about 5 years, I think it said, somewhere around that time. So probably around the time when Finlay retired, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
And the reason I saw his match this week was I was watching the Impact pay-per-view, which we normally watch, and I don't know what happened. Oh, I know what we did. We watched a film, and then you went to bed, and then I was like, oh, let me catch the last bit of this. And the Tag Team Championship was the Good Brothers. Do you know who they are?
No.
Gallows and Anderson. against David Finlay and Juice Robinson. Now, I don't know Juice Robinson that well either, but I've heard people talk about him from New Japan, and it was a brilliant match. Now, I had no idea when we picked Finlay that David Finlay would even be in that, and I wasn't even sure that that was his... I don't know New Japan that well, so I'd heard the name once before, and I don't think I'd even realised it was his son necessarily. So I looked it up to check.
He got squirted in the face by someone.
Uh-huh. It is his son, so that's going to be our last match. We're going to watch the... And that'll be recent then as well, because we didn't know we were going to do that. So that when the time this comes out, that'll only be 6 days old, that match as well. So we're going to get to review probably matches the furthest apart we might ever do, JJ. We watch one from 1985. I don't know when this is. I'm guessing around 1995, perhaps. And then we're going to watch one from 2020. But I thought you might like to see his son as well. Seeing as Finlay... 2021, yes, sorry. Seeing as he doesn't wrestle. Oh, he's going to throw him up into the... Oh! That was a nice catapult.
I think everyone thinks it's 2020.
Oh, he just flipped one of the... Oh, the person in the crowd was not happy. Oh, he's grabbed a real chair. That's not one of those folding chairs. That's a real... Oh, he put it down. He probably just realised, yeah, I can't do that. They had like... yeah, legit tables out there. I don't know if that's for the local newspaper reporters or something. But yeah, he flipped one over, and the guy on the crowd was going furious. Yeah, I don't think when I started watching, I don't think I realised it was fake to begin with. So, yeah people were upset about it. I told you day one. Day one you were watching, I told you, because I didn't want you getting upset about it, thinking they were actually hurting each other. Because you wanted to watch too early.
It's still entertaining. I don't think they get hurt.
Well, you like watching films, right? And you know they're not real. Yeah. So, you know that there's not Superman really flying through the sky, but you can still enjoy it, right?
But there are spiders crawling up the walls. And there are humongous spiders, like at least 1 foot long.
He's got Finlay's on his knees right now, and he's getting his fingers bent back. They got interlocking fingers, and you know he's just gonna do that. They always do that. That's how they get out of it. They just jab him in the stomach, and then he actually reversed. He didn't let go. Actually, he reversed the move, and now it's Doink who's on the ground. I think there might have been possibly more than one Doink as well, possibly.
Yeah, like if the minion.
Like, if you're wearing that costume, you can get away with it. I liked how Finlay held on then and reversed the move. Oh, now he held on and reversed. Oh, well, yeah, that was too quick. There was lots going on here. They got the pinfall, and then they keep reversing the move, and then the other one gets the pin.
I hope they just roll around and keep pinning each other.
I didn't realise that's why this match was going to be. Like, I know... Oh, they're skipping here, JJ. This must be highlights then, because it says round 7. So, well, gosh, it would have been a longer match then. That was actually the problem, trying to find a short Finlay match. Like, some of the matches were like 25 minutes long. Because they get a break every 3 minutes. Yeah. So 8 rounds, 3 minutes, plus breaks. Most of the matches are like 25 minutes or so. Like now, the matches are kind of short. Like most matches probably on WWE are probably under 10 minutes. Except for the pay-per-views. Sometimes those are longer. But yeah, I wasn't expecting...
Rumble is at least...
That's probably like an hour. Yeah, that's probably close to an hour. With that many people coming in.
Or
30 people at 90 minutes each. 90 seconds each, sorry. That's 45 minutes straight away. But yeah, Doink's actually a pretty good technical wrestler. Perhaps next time, if Doink's on one, perhaps that might be one we can do a watch-along for, JJ. See some Doink matches. Didn't he appear on the Royal... no, not the Royal Rumble. It was the Money in the Bank, wasn't it, this year? Well, last year, I guess. I think he was in the last Money in the Bank. Remember when they were climbing through WWE towers?
Yeah.
And then they came across Doink. He was kind of stood there. He was like on one of the displays or something.
Yeah, I think so.
I think that was last time.
I think he came up from... behind the couch?
Yeah. He was kind of hiding in there. Because I don't think I'd actually...
Yeah, he's funny.
Yeah. Alright, well, we got a few people we can... I don't think we're going to run out of wrestlers anytime soon. Yeah. Like, somebody actually said... I think it said that AEW has 90 wrestlers on their roster. And I think it said WWE has like 100 or something like that. I know it was a few more. So if you base that and then think about over time as well, 100 wrestlers...
at least 1,000.
Oh, over the time there probably has been, but I'm just talking right now. So if while we're watching this, 100 wrestlers would be at least one for 2 years. You could do one a week for 2 years, so we're not going to run out of material pretty quick. And by the time you've done those, there'll be more wrestlers that come in. And you'll get people who come in for guest spots as well, like Doink will come in occasionally. Or when you pick the Royal Rumble, when it gets around to the Royal Rumble...
Or Ric Flair with
you can pick somebody who comes into the Royal Rumble.
Or someone with Ric Flair.
Alright, Finlay's holding his eyes right now, and Doink's going to drag him back into the ring. I think he's going to flip him into the ring, isn't he? Oh, no. He's turning him over. He's going to hit him like Cesaro does, right? On the chest. Yeah. 1. Oh. I was getting ready to count up to 10, and he just did 1. That was enough. Alright, he's going for the pin. 1, Oh, that was a slow count by that ref that time, though. 1. Nope. You see how high he lifted his hand up?
WWE is actually like...
I think that must be it. This must be a WWE count. That was a really slow count.
No, WWE now it's like...
Oh, no. That wasn't very good camera work by the person there. I couldn't even see the ref. Alright, he's going to roll him up again. 1, 2... Oh, he's looking at the ref. You know he's kicking out. Yep. Doink's hitting the ground. He's starting to get a little frustrated. Alright, Jay. We got like 2 minutes left in this match. Predictions. Who's going to win?
Finlay.
I'm going to go with Finlay as well. I think he's going to do a low blow or something. I think he's going to cheat, but I think he's going to get the win.
Low blow to the hey homie.
We will have to see what happens.
It is always to the hey homie.
Uh-huh.
I can see her live. That's what you have to call it on this podcast.
That's what you have to call it on this podcast.
No, everyone has to in this podcast.
Oh, we're at the end of the round. So he's going to get... Is he going to get a drink and then spit... Oh, did he just throw the water at the crowd? Yeah. Oh, look at that... All right, Jay, what's happening?
I can see some middle fingers.
I saw some middle fingers as well. Wow. He actually threw it over the top of where the commentators are.
Yeah.
Because there's like screens there, and you can see that they're the professionals. Some of them thought it was funny. Like, one woman was laughing. That guy looked upset. That other woman with the really long hair. There were some good mullets as well, if you like spotting mullets. It was definitely I guess it probably might have been late 80s, I don't know. Actually, I guess you can still get them. It could still be 90s for that. All right, he's got him in a chokehold. We might have called this one wrong, JJ. Not very long left in this one. I don't know what they said. I wonder if they were making fun of Doink. Doink, I assumed. Well, I don't know. Perhaps Doink is heel on this then.
Uh-huh.
I guess so.
His face paint is washing away.
Yeah. Code breaker. All right, perhaps this is where Finlay turns it around then. Oh, here we go, Jay. We got that tombstone again. Got the tombstone pile driver. Yup, that'll be it. 1, 2,
if you can look closely,
3.
then it looks like their head doesn't even hit the ground.
It doesn't. No, it doesn't. If it did, it would really hurt. I'm not sure, but I think
your head would crack.
I think that's a move that's banned. I think Undertaker's the only person that's allowed to do that.
Yeah.
I think that's correct. I think Vince banned one of those moves. So this is a sacrifice. I couldn't remember the name
Impact.
earlier. Yep. So this is from the Saturday. So this was the day before Pi Day or Mother's Day in England. So this will be March 13th, 2021.
It says machine gun on the back.
Oh my gosh! One thing I'm noticing straight away. You know, we watched the first match from the 80s where the quality wasn't good. Look at the quality of that screen. Like, obviously we have a high definition television. Like, it doesn't matter if you show old television footage on high definition television, it still looks bad. The quality is absolutely phenomenal. The filming is far better as well. Like, you can see far more of the ring. You can see, look how detailed you can see the actual rest. Man, that is so impressive. Like, when I was watching the pay-per-view, I didn't think anything of it. But when I watch an 80s match followed by a 90s match followed by this, whew, we didn't realise any difference. And I guess, my gosh, you could see, like, everybody. Like, when I was asking you what the crowd looked like, it was so blurry you couldn't see anything. Man, that's a huge difference.
Except for that Doink one.
Yeah, that was better, but it still wasn't as good as this. This is fantastic.
And I think the funniest part was the middle finger.
I thought you'd like that. So, I know that you don't really watch Impact, so the champions going in are the Good Brothers, though, okay? So they're the people. Now, you could tell, and I know you've never seen David Finlay before, and I know you haven't seen Juice Robinson before. You can tell which one's David Finlay, though, right? I can say he looks like a young fit Finlay as far as I'm concerned. He's got the same moustache and he's got very similar looking hair. He's definitely got the same look. All right, bit of double teaming going on right now. David Finlay diving and Juice just dropped onto his front. All right, kick out. Oh, I just saw Gallows about to try and get in there as well. So, I would say Juice Robinson. I don't know what he normally wears. It looks like he's wearing capri pants, to be honest. And, like a white vest, I guess. The other guys, Good Brothers, are wearing their normal attire. Gallows just clubbing him right now. Ooh, to the chin, JJ. Yikes.
I know someone who broke their chin. Actually, their jaw, and they couldn't even eat solid food.
Yep, that's the joke. You have to have, like, ice cream or soup or something like that. Yep.
Yeah. Do you know who, Dad?
I don't. Who? You don't know either.
trying to remember his
Is
name.
it a wrestler?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I don't know. A current wrestler?
No.
Oh, guys, that could be anybody then. Oh, right. Juice just got his head slammed into the turnbuckles. They have gone back to the more current turnbuckles, right, JJ? Like one on each rope, rather than the whole line
The
that we saw
wrestler
earlier.
was the sock guy with him.
So, Mick Foley?
Yeah.
Oh, he had his jaw broke like that?
Mhm.
Oh, okay.
It was kind of close to his first match
Uh-huh.
where
He had a
broke-
lot of injuries during
Yeah.
his career. He actually posted one recently, I saw. I can't remember what it was, but yeah, it was some anniversary of some match. I guess he has a lot of key matches.
Yeah.
I'm surprised at this point, actually, Anderson hasn't tagged in Gallows, because he was getting kind of beat down a little bit. Like,
Yeah, by Juice.
you would think you'd want to rotate a little bit. Well, I guess, actually, they did just rotate a second ago, because Gallows was
and
laying
Juice
punches.
got beat down.
Yeah, I think he kind of, Juice needs a, I was going to say, he looks like he needs a tag. He's just ducked under a couple of clothesline. Oh, there's the atomic drop. I know you like that one.
If only there was 8.
To the, hey homie, I see your doodle.
Yeah.
10 in a row.
I can, Dad. If I can see Doodle.
Oh. Alright, Finlay's in. Finlay's got very bright pants on. Like, he's only one leg, though. But he's got, like, oh, gosh. Pulled him off the top rope. He kind of landed really awkwardly. Like, his back landed on the top turnbuckle. And then he kind of fell forward into the ring and looked like he landed his chin on the ring. Cheap shot to Juice, so he's not tagging in anybody right now. And Gallows has took over. And I'm surprised they didn't stay in for a few seconds longer and do their sort of signature move together, but they just tagged straight out and got a suplex from Gallows and a
What's
big
the
elbow
signature
drop.
move?
As I was saying it, I suddenly forgot what it's called. Oh my gosh, it's so obvious as well.
Something to do with gun?
Oh,
Something to do with gun?
No. Oh my gosh, my brain is fried right now. As soon as because I knew it in my head, and as soon as I started to say it, I've
Is it where they bring the person into the post in like the ring post, Dad? In their doodle?
I'm gonna have to look it up because it's really annoying me. I should know what it is. I just can't remember. Oh, it's like Magic Killer. I think it's Magic Killer. Hold on, let me have a look. There you go, Magic Killer. Just as I was about to click submit, it suddenly came to me. That was really annoying because I knew what it was. Oh, I haven't seen their T-shirt before. It says "Talking Shop" on it. I don't know if that's one of the new ones.
Yeah.
All right, he's got him in a chokehold, and Finlay's getting back up to his feet and doing some blows to the stomach to help him get up. He's really tall. Like when he lifts his leg up for kicks, Gallows, he's really tall. I wonder how tall Anderson is. Perhaps Anderson's tall as well. He just doesn't look tall when he's next to Gallows. Stood on his wrist so he couldn't get up to allow Anderson in. And now it's Finlay that needs to make the tag. The other team needs to. Gallows and Anderson are doing this well right now. They put in a few moves.
I think they're gonna win.
They're doing like 90-second. This is how they've been dominating recently. Like they'll dominate, but then they'll keep switching it in, and then the other will go crazy for 90 seconds, and then they'll tag in the other person, and then it's fresh, and the other person's had to face a lot going on. I think that's an annoying move. Like the elbow to the nose, and then just rubbing it around a little bit. Like, I'd find that really annoying. Not that I'd particularly enjoy a punch to the face, particularly, but I don't know, my nose being rubbed around, it doesn't feel nice. I guess he makes it look good. Alright, is he gonna... Oh, he ran right into a foot up. Finlay got his foot up. I was about to say there's the tag coming, but he went down to one knee. Did he get to Juice? No! The tag came in, and Gallows did an interception. He couldn't quite get across, and actually he's in totally the wrong corner now, so David Finlay's in trouble right now. Now, what I didn't know as I was watching this match is, have they actually signed these guys? Are they just here for one match? Are they going to be coming back regularly? I don't know. There is a lot of organizations now bringing in other organizations. Like AEW's bringing people in. But the only people that aren't bringing people in are WWE right now. So I'm not sure. Let's see if I can find out.
Yeah, because they have plenty
Well, that's true. They do have plenty of people right now. This might be one we can add to the list. You started playing a game with Mason, like you name a wrestler, and you got to name who their partner is, right?
Yeah.
As I typed in Juice Robinson, Tony Storm came up. So I'm wondering if they're a couple then.
Yeah.
Says WWE superstar Tony Storm posted a photo with Juice Robinson with love emojis. Alright, I don't think that necessarily means that they're going out or anything. Oh, there we go. In June 2020, it was revealed that Juice Robinson was dating Tony Storm. Okay, I don't know if they still are, but that might be one you can get Mason with. Oh, I also need to look up the one I asked him because I knew he wouldn't know, which was Kiera Hogan. I'll have to look that one up at some point. Alright, Juice Robinson, and... Because he said he knew every single one. And I was like, I don't think you know all of them. Actually, I wonder if he knows Karrion Kross. I didn't do that one. Do you know Karrion Kross? Do you know Killer Kross? It's the same person. I wonder if... We'll ask Mason that one later. Anyone who's listening, if you know any obscure ones... Oh, and if Matt, because you're obviously listening to this, when I mentioned Brock Lesnar, he had no idea who it was as well. So Sable is not that well known as being the husband of... the wife of Brock Lesnar. Get throwing a little dig there at him. Alright, let's have a look. Does it have any news? Alright, tell us what's going on in the match, JJ, while I'm looking.
David Finlay's trying to get... Okay, I guess...
Still trying to get a tag in?
No. Gallows...
Oh, this wasn't their debut. Finlay and Robinson made their Impact debuts on February 16th. Yeah, I've missed a few, so I missed that. They were initially allied with the Good Brothers, but a backstage altercation led to a feud between the two teams. Okay, that's what set up the match. And it says on here, for yesterday, the Good Brothers are set to battle a team of Eddie Kingston and John Moxley on the March 17th episode of AEW Dynamite. They did. I saw the highlights last night, and that was another good one. I like to see. So they're appearing on Impact and AEW at the moment. But yeah, I like Eddie Kingston and John Moxley. Whoops, spoiler alert, it just said who won this match on there, so I'll turn that away from you.
I didn't see anything.
Good. You don't want to know yet right now. You're enjoying the match, right? Alright, Juice finally got tagged in, JJ. So he's super fresh right now. He just did a couple of swing and a miss, though. But looks like...
And an elbow to the face.
Yeah, it looks like Anderson got a hit to the head, which is slowing him down a little bit. Ooh, that was a nice slam.
It looks like the whole team is out.
1, 2. No, sir.
It looks like Gallows and Anderson are out.
Uh-huh. Juice can't believe it. Gallows is hiding in the corner, which might not be a good idea, because he might just do like a cannonball.
I never can tell each other.
Oh, he did a cannonball.
I can never even tell which one's which.
The guy coming in is Gallows.
Yeah, everyone knows.
Gallows. You just said you couldn't tell.
Well, you just said Gallows 2 times.
Oh. Anderson's the smaller of the two.
Okay.
He's doing some little chest flexes right there. He's like, who did that? That was Chris Masters, right, on that talent show? It kind of looked a little bit like that. All right, well, he took Juice straight out. This is probably it then. 1, 2. No, sir.
And the guy who gave me the headband.
The guy who gave you the headband? Who gave you a headband?
People.
I don't know who gave you a headband.
They have the tie around your head.
Oh, I know who you're talking about. You're talking about the guy at EWA Maryland.
Yeah.
Sly Scarpone?
Yeah.
Yeah. I forgot about that.
He did that as...
EWA Maryland should be back fairly soon, actually, because the Maryland's... Well, you can't because you're not vaccinated yet, but I could go soon because I've had my vaccine for a few weeks now.
All right,
it'll be limited capacity. Yeah, you can. Yeah, they don't mind you filming it, so I could... They actually put it up on... I don't need to film it for you. They put it up on YouTube. Like, if you wait a week, they'll put it up on YouTube for you. So, yeah, I don't know why people film that. It makes no sense at all. But yeah.
So they can show everyone else who doesn't.
It might be this weekend if you want to watch it. They filmed the Sweet 16 tournament in West Virginia because they were allowed to. Hey, look, see, they're going for. Do you see it? They were going for the Magic Killer, but Finlay came in and broke it up, and now he's trying to take out both of them and another foot from Gallows, and Finlay rolled to the outside, so it's 2-on-1 again. But actually, Gallows on the outside right now. Anderson with a slam, middle of the ring, nobody there. He had to kick out because David Finlay was not ready. So yeah, the Sweet 16 tournament, they said they're going to put up on YouTube in its entirety pretty soon. So we can probably watch some EWA Maryland.
Mm-hmm.
But I am looking forward for going to see them again in person. That's a fun show. Particularly the Rage in a Cage.
Yeah.
They're always fun watching those cage matches.
We forgot to celebrate
isn't he-
Austin 316 on 316.
I mentioned it to my kids. I wished them a happy 316. I mentioned it. Some of them knew who I was talking about. Some of them had no idea. I don't know why Anderson didn't go for another pin. Like, he just left Juice on the floor for like 10, 15 seconds. I think that... Oh, he went for like an RKO. Except he got the backslide. He got out of it for 2. Kind of a punch to the neck sort of thing. And it looks like Juice tied himself out with that. Finlay's waiting for the tag. He's in. And I haven't seen Gallows at all. All right, are they going to double team? Yeah, they're double teaming. All right, so he's holding him. And Finlay from the top. Oh, you like the elbow drop?
Yeah.
While Juice Robinson's holding him.
His pants.
Uh-huh. Kick out at 2. I don't know. He kicked out of that one. That's a nice looking move.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't, like I said, that might be something they do all the time. I've never seen them wrestle before, so I thought for that reason it might be
I've
cool.
seen a couple thumbs up from them.
All right, Gallows is in, but they double teamed him and they did a double clothesline. Finlay jumped over to the outside, took Anderson out, so this might be it. Oh, he's got Anderson on his shoulders, JJ. Finlay up to the top rope. Spear from the top. Oh, he flipped him right over. He's done. Whoa! What about that for a finish? I really enjoyed it. Hey, what do you say? You got it about ready to go. Just because you want to go do your Minecraft, you got to at least end the podcast.